Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Lots to get to today in the world of audio. Matt Rhule, I've got some fantastic stuff that I know for sure that one person in this room is going to love from Jim Harbaugh.
I know that.
There's some great.
I've got like stuff. 3 incredible clips from Jim Harbaugh, his press conference yesterday that we'll play next segment. I know, Sip, you are going to be just punching the air in excitement for that.
I had a visceral reaction Saturday when they were pounding Penn State.
What was that reaction?
It was just us pumping my fist in the press box.
In the press box, yeah.
Go Blue? Do you have a Go Blue shirt on?
I did not have a Go Blue
You say,
shirt.
hey, Sean, that's 32 straight runs, my friend. 32.
Yeah, keep hammering. Keep hammering.
Keep hammering.
Keep hammering. Keep hammering.
So
that's what they're going to do this year. They're going to keep hammering.
They are. And they have a capable quarterback, though. McCarthy can throw the ball, but they just keep running the football.
And he can run. He can run, too.
Edwards, Corum, and McCarthy, all very capable runners, very good runners.
We got a lot of, what's the idle chit-chat? Do we have any? Bill.
Yeah, I was trying to Google something real quick
All right.
The first thing is
do it.
I want to talk Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk Nebraska. I want to talk Nebraska soccer.
Nice. Hey,
pay Coach Walker. Pay Coach Walker.
We haven't paid him yet. Still,
no
extension
this has been
yet?
brought up 2 weeks ago.
Imagine
he needs an extension and a huge raise.
this is directed at
Keith, man, if you're hearing us out there, if you could get this across the right desk, we'd appreciate it here. I mean, there's all, the hype is real. Everything for the volleyball team is 100.
Yes.
You know that correct? But what is going on in soccer world in Nebraska is just incredible.
What is going on?
I mean, they're in the NCAA tournament. They won the first round. They got round 2 against
South Dakota State.
They got Tennessee. I mean, they had the
UT.
Yeah, they won the Big Ten, right, Josh?
Tied for first in the Big Ten.
Tied for first. We're saying won. I know I wouldn't want to say tied. We're saying we won it because no one's going to say that. I know this when in the Big 8 one year we went to the Orange Bowl. And I was coaching as a GA, and we tied with Colorado. Our rings didn't say co-champions.
It's
champions. Yeah, they're Big Ten champions. They're in the second round. They had a great crowd last time. I went and saw them play, like I said, late in the season.
No, we played last week.
Whatever we did. So it was it Friday they played, Josh? Last Friday, and they won that big win. 2,400
plus people there.
Yeah.
It's a really good crowd.
We need 4,000 in the house. We need
pack the house.
There should be extra seats going up right now. Torski, if you're listening to me, Torski, yes. Eric Haynes, I'm giving a shout out to you. Please get over to the soccer stadium immediately and put up extra seats. We're tearing this mother down.
Easy. That's good. Nice. Soccer. NCAA tournament. John Walker.
Pay him.
Second round.
He's been there for 30 years.
30 years.
Needs a raise, needs extension. Come on. Stay here forever, John Walker.
Yes.
Needs to happen there. So anything if you sip.
No, I just had a very basic work day yesterday. I did one thing that would be out of the ordinary for me, but I hesitate to bring it up. I don't want to bring it up. Well, maybe later. Okay.
Sounds like idle chit chat to me. So later it wouldn't fit in.
It doesn't fit in the show. I totally agree.
Well, I mean, later.
It doesn't fit into the show.
What about
at all.
later in the week?
Nothing fits right now.
Later in the week.
You started out so good.
Started out
so good, and then it just started to take a nosedive.
I don't like to reveal some of the things I do.
Then you shouldn't say something. You shouldn't start off with
We'll get to this eventually.
Yeah. Maybe
today, tomorrow,
maybe later.
Week.
I'll think about it.
It's a sweet van right there. The white panel van.
Ooh,
that holds a lot of people.
I can't see it. I'm blocked
out.
Well,
it's coming right now. Give yourself about 1 second.
Look at that extra back.
The extra back. That's what I'm talking about.
There it is.
Look at the extension.
There it is.
That seat's what? 16?
16
people.
Number.
They added on that last extent.
They did.
Amazing.
What's your idle chit chat?
Well,
Jake.
Quick plug for Fred Hoiberg. And we'll get to Matt Rhule audio here in a second. That was the big news of yesterday. But quick plug. Fred Hoiberg 3-0 for the first time in his tenure at Nebraska. They beat Rider last night.
It's a good Rider team.
That's right.
They're picked to win them.
Yeah, it's a good Rider team.
They're picked to win the MAAC.
Okay.
It's a good Rider team.
They had a really tough game off the bat. They played Marquette their first game. Number 4 ranked Marquette. Lost by 30. Again, that's a great Marquette team. Great Marquette. That's a really great
They played
Marquette
them,
team. Huskers win 64-50. Tominaga did return for the Huskers. He was 3 for 13 shooting, 3 for 11 on threes.
Hit 2 big ones, though.
Yeah, in the second half he did.
He hit 2 big ones when the Bronx cut it to 1.
That's right.
And then Nebraska sprinted off.
Yep. The Rider had a long scoreless stretch in this game.
9-11.
That seems to always set you back in a big game.
When you don't score for 9 minutes.
Basically a quarter.
They didn't score for 9 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
Somebody just luck one in.
Like a free throw.
Should a jump hook in the paint.
They also had Rider had an odd amount of air balls in this game too. It sounds like I don't know what the total was, but in this scoreless stretch is an odd amount of air balls by the squad.
PBA can be deceptive.
The Bronx
perception was an issue.
PBA, yes.
The Bronx had issues in the second half, but Nebraska 64-50 over Rider again. 3-0. They'll play Stony Brook tomorrow.
Ooh, ramp it up.
And then they play Oregon State and Sioux Falls on Saturday.
In Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
That's right.
Nice.
Yep. Just a random.
What's that place called?
The Sanford Pentagon.
John.
That's what it's. Yeah. It sees about 4,000 to 5,000 people.
Odd place for the Pac-12 and the Big Ten to meet up. Where you guys want to play? I don't know.
Yeah, Oregon State's going to
Sioux Falls is free. I'll call Sioux Falls. They always have.
Why the hell not?
They got good officials up there and stuff. I'll get up there. They got great concession stand. All right, let's go to Sioux Falls.
Nebraska
seems like it's not out of the way for Oregon State at all.
Nebraska did play Oklahoma State up in Sioux Falls probably 5 years ago.
That was epic.
Yeah.
It was.
Nebraska blew them out. It was James Palmer was just crushing it that game for the Huskers. No, that wasn't Palmer. Sorry, that was Palmer. Sorry, that was Palmer.
I don't remember.
But 5-6 years ago they played in Sioux Falls against Oklahoma State. But yeah, you're right, Bill. Oregon State coming to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Not really for any reason besides just neutral game. Neutral site game.
Where else would you go? North Dakota was full.
We want a kind of long game for Nebraska,
North
but
Dakota
not
was
really.
Full. Manitoba unavailable.
Going to Canada. Yes, why not? So there's idle chit chat for me.
There you go, Jake.
Huskers 64-50.
Any other news from you?
No, nothing else at all.
Anything, Jake?
I want to get no, nothing at all. Can I give a quick shout out though?
There will be.
Quick shout out. There'll be news eventually.
You are horrible.
You started it. Any other news, Jake?
I had a great meeting yesterday with a friend of Tammy's here, Marcus Powers, Zipline.
Yes.
It was wonderful. Shout out Zipline, great beer in Lincoln. It's all across the state, all across the region, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, Missouri. I got to see their brew house out here where they do all the brew. I took a tour of it. Oh, that's so you have a chance to go see like a brewery and like all the ins and outs. It's a phenomenal thing.
Just taking tours.
Well, it was a work meeting. It was a business meeting. And we talked a little advertising.
You got a good job.
But shout out to Marcus and Craig at Zipline. We'll see if we can work something together with them. But that's a sweet place out there.
How would you describe that beer?
Well, it's local and it's very good. But it's local.
They got so many different.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
got
say that beer. It's not like, hey, do you like Bud?
Oh, that's what I thought.
What do you guys make? We make one lager.
They have about 20 beers.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
20 beers.
I thought Zipline would just be like, Coors.
No.
They got a bunch of different
kind of lot of good beers out there.
Okay.
They have a beer house at 56 in Pine Lake. They have one also in Omaha. I'm not sure the location there, but very, very impressive place and good people. Good
My
beer.
sister taught Marcus Powers.
Oh, she did.
In Plainview.
Tamara.
Yes.
Is she still a teacher?
She has since retired.
She has?
Yes.
Because Shindy's making all the money.
Shindy's making all the money.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's up to today.
We'll see at 7 o'clock. Can't wait until the 7 o'clock hour.
That was a stupid question, by the way. Is Tammy working?
Yeah.
Daddy's got it covered.
No, Shindy.
Ridiculous. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by...
retired.
She's retired.
Beautiful.
You're supposed to retire after the Purdue game. You're still here.
Still
I'm
here.
Forced into retirement here pretty soon, probably.
On 3.
It's on, not on 4. But
Always change it to.
What is happening in here?
He's the quarterback.
Yeah, I was quarterback, all conference.
He was all conference.
He's Husker. I'll send you the picture.
And then you became a receiver in college with 1 touchdown.
Yeah, I got there, and if we started doing like quarterback drills, I look at the other quarterback, go, I don't think I'm really equipped for this. I think these guys are a lot better than me.
Surprised.
And there's like 9 of us. I think I'm 9th. So I'm going to slide over to this line. I think I did it mid-practice.
Did you?
All this is mid-practice. All of a sudden, it's like, why is he? What are you the quarterback? No. You act like it never happened. Weren't you a quarterback? No. What? What? When?
You asked somebody for gloves.
Hey, I get some gloves. You're a quarterback. Not now. Not now. Started doing DB drills.
By the way,
You were looking at the kickers at one point.
You know, it's life playing 4 years of college football, never being open. It's never open.
not
once.
even the one
Damn
time.
it! Not one time.
Not
No.
even the one
That
time.
hurts me to hear
No, I
that.
wasn't open.
It's like a window.
People say, always like, God, Bill he can catch contested balls. Every ball was contested. I was never open.
That hurts me to hear that. I just never had an opening.
I was never allowed, even like when they went to 7-on-7, I didn't get to go.
Oh God!
I went to blocking drills. Not
Really?
You
myself.
tell me
Yes.
the defender never fell down, never slipped at all.
There's never open.
It's
Nothing.
speed the issue. Is that what we're
I think
talking about?
there's turnover, separation.
All sorts of
It's
problems.
never open.
4 years. 4 years of not being open. It grinds on you.
Last thing on Nebraska, real quick.
What?
Another double for Rick Mast last night.
Yes,
That's good.
I think he's got 20
12
career.
12
Is it
points,
just me, or
13
early
points.
on does this not seem like an incredible pickup?
Rick Mast is a
And big body. I mean, just big body.
He had 16 rebounds the previous game, 13 last night. Again, not a great opponent, not an elite opponent, but he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's dominating the post.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
good doing
Big
so.
bodies.
Big bodies. Josiah Alec, Rick Mast, get it done down low.
Let's talk ball.
Okay, that's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call them
Andrew.
to get ahead for 2024 for a fertilizer program. Newton's Lawn Care. Yes, call them up today.
What?
Yeah,
Fertilizer?
yeah, fertilizer. That's right.
Did somebody say
Fertilizer.
Yeah, Andrew Newton.
Note that word.
Newton did. Andrew.
Breakers, note the word fertilizer.
That's Andrew.
That'll
Yeah,
come up.
He's
Yeah.
a
It's going to
fertilizer.
come up in
At
the
some
near
point.
future.
Okay. Yesterday we had the weekly press conference for Matt Rhule. The Monday press conference.
Sip, you were there.
You were at the press conference.
Are people standing or seated for the press conference?
Seated.
It's seated. So they don't do the random where you just walk out into the walkway like they used to do last. So now they have a different setup.
This is okay. So when you did it, they were in another part of Memorial Stadium. This is on the 6th floor.
Gotcha.
This is on the 6th floor in the, I would call the main area, the press box area.
Okay.
So yeah, where everybody's seated in a semicircle.
Do you always sit in
And
the
there's
same
pizza.
spot? Or is it known where you sit? Like
No, I'm not one of those guys. I am not.
But some people are, though.
yeah, I'm not. I move around.
I would say Sean has his spot, right?
A lot of guys do.
Robin has his spot.
Sam.
Sam has his spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't.
No,
Sit bounces around. I respect that.
I move around.
I never usually hear a whole press conference, but I listened to quite a bit of it yesterday. And I noticed that the head coach, Coach Rhule, a couple times talked about Sam by name.
Yes.
Does he ever use Steve
Oh, sometimes.
by name? Does he? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I only asked one question.
I know. That's all I wanted to know. If he ever says,
Yeah.
Steve, I appreciate that.
No, he never.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever said, "Steve, I appreciate anything." But,
Anything.
he
You know,
He acknowledges you.
I
Okay.
have that one question from Steve
You did?
Simple here.
Oh, that's nice.
You want to get to that off the bat, or want
no.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
let's see what else he said here. I'm looking through.
You were there live.
You
Yeah.
want the QB injury update per Matt
Yeah,
Rhule?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with QB discussion.
All right.
Jake.
Here is Matt Rhule on the injury update at quarterback from yesterday's press conference. Matt Rhule.
Quarterback wise, Heinrich has a pretty good ankle sprain, so we'll see if he can do anything tomorrow. Chuba came out of the game a little bit banged up, hasn't played much, so he's a little bit banged up from, getting hit. Jeff healthy, so we'll go through the week and probably come all the way up to game time in terms of, who will play. So obviously each guy brings a little bit something different to the table, so we'll have, sort of a pretty diverse plan and, see who's able to go. But I won't be able to comment on Heinrich till after I see him tomorrow, if he can do anything at all.
Pretty diverse plan concerns me a little bit.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
You know what I mean? Not a focused plan. You gotta do a bunch of different things because you don't know who's going to play. It doesn't seem like the optimum situation.
The run game though with Chuba was identical to what was with the first two. So
I don't know how much it'll change.
So I don't know how much that will actually change. I'm sure there's some uniqueness to every situation is unique. So I have great respect for that from the coaching side of it. But like I said, the same runs that were successful, that Sims ran successful, so did Purdy.
I don't think the run game has to change all that much, right?
No, I wouldn't think so. There might be a little bit different, like I said, in some of the throw game, but I don't know. I don't know how much difference there will be.
So today you'd find out more. You'd find out a little bit more about Harbaugh, perhaps. Now, what happens is, just so people sort of understand how the sausage is made, Satterfield will be available today after practice, but he usually defers questions about injuries to the head man who talks Thursday. Mm-hmm. So you might, like if Heinrich practices today and practices well or practices poorly, whatever the case may be, we may not know today. But we will hear from Satterfield today, and that will be informative. What else did you hear? Go ahead with more quarterback stuff.
Okay, here's more from Matt Rhule on the quarterback turnover problems and what can be fixed the next 2 weeks. Matt Rhule yesterday at the press conference.
There's been several issues throughout the year, and so anytime that you have this, the number one is turnovers, right? I mean, like we have three-point games. I think in those 3-point games, I think we have 12 turnovers in those 3-point games. Check me if I'm wrong. I think 11 of them come out of the quarterback position. So to me, to turn the ball over, right? At the same time, a lot of those games were close because, Heinrich made great runs or, Jeff made some great runs against Minnesota. So a lot of good things happened from those guys. I'm one of those coaches that, I don't love to make like big, everything to me is very incremental. Like, hey, it was this here, it was this here. But certainly I would be a fool not to sit here and tell you it's protecting the football. In the passing game, I think, obviously the first interception, I'll still feel like, the one with Jeff, Malachi gets tackled and we're running the double move. But I'd love to see our quarterbacks, as I talk to them, just be a little bit more intentional about, we can't keep throwing balls up, and we can't just throw balls up to a spot thinking the guy's going to be there. Like at the end of the day, you have to be intentional at quarterback. Like every ball you throw is a ball you want to throw. And, we had twice where guys threw interceptions kind of backing up and letting it rip. And that's not who we are. That's not who we should be. And so, there's always a yin and yang to it. Obviously, like they're young players. I'm trying to guide them through it. We're trying to guide them through it at the same time, having expectations and standards for the way that we want to play. So what can be fixed in the next 2 weeks? I certainly think, Sam, that, we fixed kind of like the pocket ball security. Like, you go back 2 games ago, not the pocket, running the ball. Heinrich had 2 fumbles, and so we've certainly worked on that. We've certainly worked on the way we hold the football. This was interceptions this week. And, so what can we do? We just keep coaching. And I know that sounds trite, maybe, but like we just keep coaching, we just keep pushing, we just keep grinding, we just keep working, and hope that it just continues to come to fruition. Build on the good things and try to eliminate the bad things.
He points out there early on, middle of that press conference, that quote there. You need to throw the ball with intention. Yeah, quarterbacks. Not just throw it to a point.
You can't just throw the ball up and hope somebody's there.
Yep.
Not the best way to approach it.
No,
it's kind of like
I wouldn't think so.
The Penn State when there was a big to do with the reporter. He's like, we don't just chuck it up deep.
That's right. Good memory. James Franklin.
We'll just chuck it up deep.
Yeah,
this is remember he went went on
James Franklin
went on a tirade.
He did.
10-2.
He's lost his credibility. Hey, so that all kind of makes sense. Now he also says he doesn't have any answers, which I kind of appreciate hearing from a coach. He doesn't. I kind of do, because he can't stand up there and say I have all the answers when his team has 27 turnovers on the year, leads the country by 4.
That's not good.
By 4. So no, he doesn't have the answers. He makes that very clear.
Who's second?
I can't say. I think there's a few teams maybe that are second.
We know Hawaii was trending that way, but
they went over.
They had no turnovers against Air Force. Yeah,
big win.
They were +4 ratio. How about that? It's a big deal for Hawaii. Big deal for them.
Yeah. Anyway, now there were some positives, Jake, you could get to. Nebraska's offensive line had its best game of the year. he said, if you want to go through that.
Okay, Matt Rhule on the offensive line.
I think he's done a great job. I think Justin's done a great job. He's really a center by trade, and so to go over and play guard, that's a whole challenge. You're facing all these 3-4 teams, bear teams, the guys right up on top of you. I thought Justin's been awesome. I think Teddy Prohaska's really, really hit his stride. Last game, because Nuri, we got Ben Scott playing on a hurt MCL. You got Nuri has surgery. They say 4 weeks. He comes back in a week and a half, and he's practicing. I'm so grateful for those guys. Ben Hart does a great job for us. And then Latoski rotated in, every 2 series last game. So, I'm really pleased with that group and how hard they've worked to come back. The tight ends, Lindemeyer's an unsung hero on this team. He just does all the dirty work. Borkacher played his best game, got hurt, and came back in and played on a sprained ankle. So I think, when I look at the overall offensive picture and scoring 10 points, having 5 turnovers, obviously I'm not a fool. I'm disappointed. When I look at the tape, I'm like, man, we're getting better. We're getting better. We're getting better. And just encouraging the guys to continue to do it. And I think Donnie does a great job in that room. And I think the players take tremendous accountability to do their job at a high level.
They turned it over 5 times and lost by 3. That's still miraculous to me. That was interesting to hear about Teddy. So Teddy's playing well. He's probably playing well. I should have known he was playing well because nobody's saying anything. He's doing. Nobody's whipping around him and getting to the quarterback. They did pass block well. They ran for 184, averaged I think 4.9 a carry, something like that. Jake, 4.6 maybe.
I think you're right in that. It's definitely over 4.
I would almost say that's winning football. He started off by talking about when he said Justin. That's Justin Evans Jenkins, who's been pressed into duty by injuries. Speaking of injuries, God, Bill, I don't know. Football is startlingly tough to me. I mean, these guys that are playing on MCLs, Ben Scott, Billy Kemp, Chuba's playing with a bad groin. I guess you just got to do that. I mean, part of the reason you maybe didn't get open is because you're playing hurt. Do you have a bad ankle sometimes?
No, I was healthy all 4 years. Every second.
You have an MCL?
I felt great the whole time. It's a little tight, maybe. But wasn't like a hamstring strain because it's hard to strain a hamstring when you don't have a lot of burst.
What about quad? Did you get hit in the quad?
Going across the middle? Took a quad shots. I took some shots. That was it. It's like I said, like I said, I never was allowed to go to 7-on-7, so it's confusing to me.
I think about you way more than you think. When I drive by Wesleyan and they're practicing, I was like, that would have been Bill back in the day.
That was back in the day.
Decided Bill's one touchdown.
Pretty impressive. They have a pretty big roster, I've noticed.
They have a big roster, yes.
Anyway, so those guys, Ben Scott, I shouldn't admit things I don't know, but I didn't know Ben Scott was playing on a bad MCL. Nori's still banged up. But it's
guys, the classic, there's a difference, as the day one quote from 200 years is it pain or is it injury?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Are you hurt or are you injured?
It's one of the two. If you're injured, no chance going out there. If it's painful, but you can play, you have to go.
You have to go.
And there's some
That's
people,
everywhere.
And there's some people that can, like right now, NFL, there's not a player that feels great. So I can tied in any spot. Hey, do you feel good? No, I don't. No, I really.
I think,
not if I'm playing all the time, I do not feel good. That's why to get him to the game is so important. Of how you prepare your team, because you have to have enough. You can't go out there. Oh, we're not doing that. We're not touching each other all week long, and all of a sudden the game starts. You're not ready for it. Then there's that fine level of how much you do and how hard you go to have your guys. Also, if you don't show up with your best players ready to play. That's and if it's on you from practice, if it's from game is what it is.
I think I'm glad, Jake, that Bill gave voice to that. That when you get to November 14th, everybody's hurt. Everybody's playing with pain. Not everybody's injured, but everybody's playing with pain. And that's football. Football, I love football. I love it. I just love it. I mean, I love what Jim said yesterday, Harbaugh.
We'll get to that next segment.
He said the words, it was just great watching my team. It's so violent. Violent. It's violent.
Yeah.
Violent.
It's a word used.
You are involved in a violent game.
I use violent, especially on defense. It has to be a violent game.
Oh my God.
It has to be violence to the ball.
Freaks me out sometimes.
It has to be violence to the ball.
Freaks me out. Especially the NFL. I mean, that is.
Oh yeah.
That is serious violence.
You were playing youth football. I'm sure you felt the
Midget
same.
football.
Yes, in Columbus.
When I broke free for a
Jake
30-yard
Jake played 3 years,
I
played
broke free.
quarterback.
I did.
I broke free on a 40-yard run, fell on the football, and almost passed out because I knocked myself out.
You know what also is the best is when you're down, when you get the wind knocked out of you. First of all, the first time it happens, it's the most shocking experience of your life. The first time you get the wind truly knocked out of you, you are just like you're like, what happened?
I'm dying. I'm for sure dying.
All you have is it's just you can't make a sound. You can't make a sound. And here's the best. So if it happens to be on the field, they run out. And here's the best part. The first person that runs out, like when I played, there was no trainer. There'd be a doctor at the game, but he was like in the stands.
Right.
So it'd be like my dad or whoever the coach would be, right? Then you'd look over like that, you see him, and he would pull on your belt and lift up on your belt to get air, to get some wind. Then everybody just goes, it's just the wind.
Knock the wind knocked out of me.
It's just the wind.
I had like tears coming out of my eyes.
Everybody in the stands like, it's just the wind. It's just the wind.
Dying.
Yeah.
I fell on the ball.
Yeah, fell on the
I
ball.
had this great run. I was like Billy Sims. I was like Billy Sims.
Number 20.
I was like Billy Sims. And then I fell on the ball and I started crying.
You ruined the whole thing. You ruined the whole thing.
Anyway, what else?
That'd be a good story. That'd be a good thing to talk about with the Breakers because I can't remember mine. The last time I had the wind knocked out of me.
I hope it never happens again.
I hope it never happens again.
Feeling.
What situation would I be in if I got the wind knocked out of me? What would I be doing? What would I be doing around the house? And all of a sudden, Laura comes around the corner with the vacuum. I'm like, hey, pull up on my belt.
It doesn't happen very often.
Pull up on my belt.
Something with sugar, maybe. I don't know.
Sugar something.
Yeah.
Sugar jumps into me, knocks the wind out of me. I don't know.
We have a text to address from our friend Chris at the Baldwin Shop.
Oh, God
Chris.
bless him.
Couple
get it.
texts want to get you
Is
real
it about fertilizing?
No, it's not about
Oh.
fertilizing.
Oh,
It's not.
interesting.
He says, fellas, this is the worst quarterbacking I've seen in 57 years as a season ticket holder. And he says, the only reason this team is 5-5 is because of a brutally weak schedule in which there is only one ranked AP team, and that's Michigan. This is a mess, per Chris at the Baldwin Shop.
Easy. I mean, he's not wrong about any of it. The defense is not a mess.
That's true.
No.
I wouldn't say
We talked about that. But we did say what Chris was saying was schedule.
schedule.
If you go through it and you say, right now at the 5 wins, it would be Northern Illinois losing record, La Tech losing record. Who else?
Illinois is now 500.
Illinois is now 500. Purdue's losing
Northwestern's
record.
500.
And Northwestern's 500. So you got 2 500s and 3 losing with where you have.
Yeah, I mean, it's you haven't taken advantage of it. That was part of the disappointment. I think the major disappointment in the last 2 games. I mean, come on. You're playing Michigan State and Maryland, 2 teams down on their luck, bad.
It would appear if you played both of them. Michigan State, I think it's play them 10 times. It's 8 wins. Nebraska, 2 Michigan State maybe. I think Maryland's probably more of a 7-3. You played them 10
That's the
times. Nebraska
disappointment.
wins 7, and that one is home.
That's the
obviously.
disappointment,
Home game,
and that gets you
probably.
back to the quarterback play because Rhule said it. I mean, they've lost 3 games by 3 points, and with 12 turnovers in those games.
God.
11
So
by the
bad.
11 by the quarterbacks. 11 by the quarterback. This is a quarterback discussion largely.
Absolutely.
They're not too bad at all the other positions, but they're really, really struggling at quarterback. So, I mean, now listen, at receiver, they've been rocked by injury. If you had Marcus Washington and Betts and Garcia Castaneda, it'd be a little better. It would be better, especially Washington, I'd say. But yeah, they're just the quarterback situation, unfortunately, overshadows almost everything else, right?
It does.
Right now,
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all.
Chris is not in a good mood.
Chris is pissed.
Well, he's been patient. You know, he's been a season ticket holder for how long?
57 years.
Yeah, he says this is the worst quarterbacking he's seen in 57 years as a season ticket holder.
Yeah, it is. It's the worst I've seen. Is it? I mean, come on.
But I don't know if even comparing. Everyone always gets mad at Zach Lee in 09. It was way better in 09 than it is right now. Way better.
He wasn't turning it over at
No.
this rate.
Okay, was it pretty? No, that it held the team back. The offense did that year for sure. But you would take Zach Lee right now over what you have in the current situation at Nebraska, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
Regarding the current.
I mean, the
mess.
turnovers have been an issue in past years, but not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Chris is probably right there. I can't remember it being. No, I can't remember. Come on, I'm working too hard on this. I can't remember it being this bad. I can't remember throwing my pen.
I've not. I said I have to go back to the times either I was here,
Right.
or the times I was out coaching other places.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. I see a score, so I have no idea really what the. When you guys are, Jake can bring up something from 22 years ago about an incomplete screen pass.
He's really good.
It's a sickness. It's a sickness.
Yes,
Really.
He's got a good memory. There are guys I work with who have incredible memories for that stuff. And mine's really bad. Partly because I move on right after the game. I just go to the next game. All right. What else did you hear on the text
on
line?
3. That's what. Second one.
That was good.
The second
That
one's
was
the one
good.
that gets you. Oh, yeah, the voice inflection is big. It's a big part of the game.
I know. You know this.
Big part of the game.
Yeah. You lived it.
Yeah.
You live it.
Someone from Kansas, unnamed texter says
Kansas.
the quarterback spot is the coaching staff. Smothers, Richard Torres, all gone. Somebody else. Who's Washington?
Did he mean Thompson?
I don't know.
Richard Torres is another guy.
I don't know if those guys would
I
have
wouldn't
solved
say
any
he's
problems.
probably Casey Thompson. Yeah.
Casey's the issue.
Yep.
It would have looked better with Casey. I don't think anybody right now. I think that's a fair thing to say. It's not
It'd
unfair.
be fair.
Yeah,
It'd be fair.
Now, could Casey have run the option?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what his dad would tell you.
Yeah, absolutely.
East Lincoln West says I would take Zach Lee at his current age over what we have on the roster.
What was exactly? How old
Well,
was he
Zach
right
Lee
now?
was 2009.
What would he be?
He was here in 2010, so he's probably 34 or 5.
That's the funniest thing I've heard.
He's probably
35-year-old Zach.
I would say 35.
Does
No,
that
35 for Zach Lee.
Take 35.
I'm going 35 years old for
What if he
Zach
put on a
Lee.
lot of weight?
How ready is he?
240.
What if he got a hold of him and
He
just
can
say,
take a hit
just,
then.
and then just what if he had that? What if he had a deal where it's like, hey, once a year you can bring back a player, but he has to be over 35.
Alumni.
Alumni game. It has to be alumni game.
Just one guy.
One guy.
Would you take the throw god, Harrison Beck, possibly
No.
right now? He's like 47 right now. How old is Harrison Beck?
I wouldn't know.
He was what, 2004 or
He was
something like that?
he was a Zach Taylor. He was Zach Taylor.
Okay, it's like 40 something for sure,
Yeah.
mid 40s.
Yeah, he was Zach Taylor's backup.
But yeah, completed one ball against Kansas State though.
He did.
That's right. He
Completed the
jumped.
ball against K
Nice.
State, then we made the field goal.
Yep.
That was a
He
big
whipped
deal.
it down the field.
Before we get to break and get to Jim Harbaugh audio, which is just beautiful from yesterday,
That's so good.
let's say about our friends at Computer Hardware. Ready for this?
Oh, are you kidding
yeah.
me? We're talking about Trip?
That's right.
Oh,
Trip.
Trip-tastic.
I think Trip's coming in next week at some
Oh,
point. by
man,
the way.
please do.
He's got a sparkle.
Oh, he
Computer-
does.
Computer Hardware is Nebraska's Apple authorized service provider. Are you upgrading your iPad or do you just have questions on what Apple device is best for you? Don't go anywhere else for all your Apple product needs. Computer Hardware has served as Nebraska's Apple partner since 1980 and has a team of experts to help you. They have locations in Lincoln, Kearney, Hastings, and Grand Island. Stop by and see them today. Computer Hardware, Nebraska's Apple store.
We always talk about, different people that advertise with us. All three of us we've been there. I mean, we
Distressed.
just exactly.
Yeah.
In a
distressed.
time of distress.
And remember, I think Tripp brought this up. If you come in with your phone in a bag of rice, it's 10% off. If you come with your phone in a bag
They
of rice.
prefer that. They prefer that, for sure.
Come with in a bag of rice.
Why?
Even if your phone had nothing to do with moisture, just bring it in a bag of rice. 10% off. Mention the ticket, get 10 more.
70th and O Computer Hardware, just right by Taco Inn.
Right by Taco Inn. Get your Taco Inn coupon from Tripp.
That's right. Take care.
I
of
really
it.
like the veggie burrito. I do. Just
Taco Inn.
throwing out some ideas for people.
When we come back, Jim Harbaugh had an epic press conference. We got some audio from that, and Sip will love one quote, particularly next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're like most guys with symptoms, you don't want to ask for help. Perhaps a free consult with the men's health experts will encourage you. What could it hurt? Limitless knows exactly how to treat your symptoms. They will verify with a blood test, and in a very short time, you'll feel like a new man. So don't drag your feet. You're not going to feel better unless you get help. The providers at Limitless know what they're doing. to receive your custom treatment plan. Schedule online at limitlessmail.com and get your life back.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to Jim Harbaugh in 1 second. Before that, I know that everybody in this room likes steak. We like meat, and especially in the state, it's the beef steak, man. We like meat here. And guess what? The holidays are approaching, and you can get Omaha Steaks right now. The holidays are right around the corner, and now is the best time to think about the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Whether you're shopping for family and friends or employees and clients, Omaha Steaks can help you skip the guesswork with gourmet gifts they're guaranteed to love. For a limited time, save 50% off site-wide when you shop this 93.7 The Ticket exclusive with 8 free pure ground filet mignon burgers.
Oh, God. I had mine.
Did you?
I cooked those, the package that Jake brought over to me, and I had them Sunday night. Leighton had a double burger.
He did? What was your thoughts on it?
Incredible. And then I went with the hot dog.
You did with
the
Frank,
hot dog.
the Frank.
The beef Frank.
The beef Frank.
Yes, incredible.
I presented the boxes to my sister. I hope you don't mind.
You said your dad.
Yeah, I went. Ooh, don't say that on the air. I went to my sister.
Whoops, my bad.
Interesting. I don't think that.
I went to sister.
Whoops.
I went to sister.
Every purchase is backed up by their unconditional money-back guarantee. Go to omahasteaks.com/theticket for this delicious deal and get some free filet mignon burgers. Okay, Jim Harbaugh was at the podium. It was not just Matt Rhule yesterday. It was Jim Harbaugh and a lot of coaches across the nation at the podium. And it was a good one. It was a doozy, I would say, from Jim Harbaugh. We'll start off with this quote from him, saying that Michigan should be considered America's team.
Do you have that sound?
I do. Here's Jim Harbaugh saying why Michigan should be America's team.
And watching it from where I was watching, I was like, how can you not see this? These players. I mean, Blake Corum with the nose bloodied, and the emotion of the team, the perseverance, and then the stalwartness of these guys. I mean, watching, I would have to say, everybody, it's got to be America's team. It's got to be America's team. America loves the team that beats the odds, beats the adversity, overcomes what the naysayers and, critics, so-called experts think. That's my favorite kind of team. And watching it from that view on the television, it was finally people get to see what I see every day, in these players and these coaches.
Michigan, America's team per Jim Harbaugh, per yesterday's.
He said America.
He said,
what a Jim. Yeah. What an absolute Jim.
There's more from Jim Harbaugh.
A Jim or Jim?
Both.
Here's more from, now this one, I think everyone will love this because someone asked him, his voice sounded raspy, like he was a little sick, and someone said, hey, coach, where'd you watch the game? And also your voice sounds raspy. Here's Jim Harbaugh's response to that. This is incredible from yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know what I have, some kind of virus or something. Trainer told me, but I'm not sick. Feel great. Got a tremendous workout in today. Thank you, Coach Sean Lockwood, for that. I'm the iron wall that viruses bash against and shatter. But something's going on there. But just work it out, get it worked out, work it out of the system, do some more push-ups, eat an apple.
There's Jim Harbaugh. The wall of viruses. The wall of viruses. Jim Harbaugh
is a marvel.
This is must-see TV.
Oh, yeah, it was beautiful.
This is must-see TV.
Just getting better and better.
Yes.
This last one. Oh, I have one more. Yeah. This is for Sip specifically. Sip loves Jim Harbaugh.
Yes.
He loves Michigan right now, and this is about chickens. Sip, yeah. Somehow
I didn't hear this one.
Somehow chickens got into the conference.
They're a nervous bird.
That's right, and he addressed that here. Here's Jim Harbaugh he had some free time. Here's Jim Harbaugh recently.
The respect that I have for chickens. I know there was a time when I said that chicken is a nervous bird, and I don't eat chicken. I only eat meat. But I was dead wrong. I stand corrected. These chickens are low maintenance and high production. I mean, they lay an egg every 26, 27 hours, and they need water, they need food, and then I play with them too. I let them out in the yard, and we run around, and they're happy to see me. There's there's times when I'm doing good things for other people and they're not as happy to see me as my chickens are. So it's good. It's good for my mental health as well. And get fresh eggs every day.
That has to hit home for you, Sip, right?
Yeah. I told you, when they saw my truck, they'd come running.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me they're stupid.
No.
I mean, when Trixie would say, "Hey, come in,"
Yeah.
they would come.
Yeah.
And then if we were negligent, they'd come to the window and look in, like where the hell are you? I mean,
peck their nose.
No, they didn't peck. They just looked
like, hey, we're out here.
Remember me?
Yeah,
we're out here.
Forgot about me again, didn't you?
Oh, Jim. Now, what about the due process?
I couldn't find that one.
Okay,
I have time.
They talked about Judge Judy.
He brought up Judge Judy.
Yes, he brought up Judge Judy.
He doesn't seem stressed.
No,
not at all.
He doesn't seem stressed.
I do agree with him. If you just said the visual, if you took out what was going on, the sidebars here, and you're just watching the game, most people would be like going, that is like that. That's America. Tough football.
Oh God.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Old school people would be like, that's what I like
they're
to
old
see.
school, yeah.
So I get that part. I don't see how America is going to jump on with a major scandal that a lot of it's true. It's not like it's not untrue. There's still to this day, the one thing we're still waiting to hear from is from Central Michigan. Who was the guy if it's not Connor Stallions? Because it was Connor Stallions.
Crickets there, hasn't it?
There's crickets. There's nothing. You know why? Because it's him. That's the reason. That's the why.
But Jim's looking. He said, "I'm just looking for that opportunity for due process. I'm not looking for special treatment or for a popularity contest. I'm just looking for the merit of what the case is." Senior year of high school, he said, had a civics class and talking about government justice. And what I took away from that class was that you're innocent until proven guilty. That was 40 years ago, but I'd like that opportunity. Civics class.
Civics.
I mean, I agree with them, but in this country, it's swung the other way. You're guilty until proven innocent.
That's true.
It's swung, and it looks like that in this case. Guilty until proven innocent.
From the YouTube stream, Greg chimes in and says, "Is Harbaugh having some sort of mental breakdown? He sounds a little bit crazy here in these clips.
He's always
been weird.
Yeah,
he's always been weird.
That was gold.
That was great.
Have an apple.
Viruses
bounce off me, shatter at the wall. I'm a wall.
Virus
Just work
wall.
it out. Get it worked out. Work it out of the system. Do some more push-ups. Eat an apple.
I love it. I will say this: I can't get enough of them. I can't get enough.
It's beautiful.
If you did a press conference every day, I would, and I had to pay to hear it. It'd be one of the things I would click. I'd pay the $3.99. I'd pay the $3.99 every day to hear.
Well,
Harbaugh.
right now for sure.
For right now, yes.
Yeah,
right now,
for sure.
now, I'm like, oh, yes, I'll pay that. And my wife, like, why do we have 14 charges for $3.99? That's Harbaugh.
It's Jim.
Harbaugh.
And then how about
must watch TV?
I mean, it is a really fascinating study right now, because if you go into the state of Michigan, he's wildly popular. Like he was at you see that clip when he was at the University of Michigan hockey game, and they were chanting "Free Jim Harbaugh."
Yeah.
I mean, the whole place was chanting "Free Jim Harbaugh." I mean, he was there.
Yeah.
He brought his team, and all of a sudden he heard it. You know, I mean, he probably feels emboldened by it.
I think he does,
and he feels emboldened by the fact he might have the best team in the country. They might have the best team. Now, I don't know. I watched Georgia against Ole Miss. I'd take Georgia right now.
I would take Georgia.
I'd take Georgia
from watching that game.
But Michigan's the best team in the Big Ten.
They are,
and they're probably the second best team in the country. And they'll get a crack at Georgia, is my guess. If
they don't blow it in the semifinals.
Well, Ohio State's still Ohio State. That'll
be a game.
That should be a game. That should be a game. We got Marvin Harrison on your side of the
ball.
They
have a chance.
Absolutely.
It helps a lot. Yeah. The Buckeyes defense has been probably the best it's been in years this year, right? Mm-hmm. Very, very good.
I think so.
Jim Knowles.
Yes, there's one common denominator there. What is it? Right there. Last year they weren't very good on defense, correct? This year, one of the best coaches I ever coached with, Mike Dawson from Nebraska.
Oh, God,
Dawson's at Ohio State.
Dawson's at Ohio State. Yeah,
for mentioning that.
Did not know Dawson's at Ohio State,
nice.
And that's the common denominator of the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a great D-line coach, and he had a great vision on everything that goes on in college football. And he's in an analyst role, but He is a big part of what. I'm not saying he's coaching. I'm just saying.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but he's doing stuff.
He is a big part of the reasons of their success right now.
Yeah, I didn't mean it literally.
Yes. Mike Dawson has turned around Ohio State.
Dawson?
Yes.
One of the best you've coached with. I appreciate you saying that.
Yes,
great
absolutely.
He's also one of the loudest guys I've ever seen. Like in a press conference, you can hear him from like across the stadium.
Yeah. He's got a booming voice.
He's got a booming voice.
That helps in coaching.
It sure does.
Your outdoor voice helps.
It does. When we come back, song of the day and Bill's Thrills. Is it Bugaboo Tuesday?
Bugaboo.
Next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com. Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November, with the best breakfast sandwiches in Lincoln made just the way you want. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Lincoln Habitat for Humanity. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln will have you scoring big on savings with up to $3,000 off CF Moto side-by-sides and ATVs. Whether you're looking for a work-tough U-Force or a performance-ready Z-Force, CF Moto has a machine made for you all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location. And don't miss their Black Saturday sales event on November 25th with doorbusters and specials throughout the store. Visit their website, elwaypslincoln.com, for more details.
If you're like most guys with symptoms, you don't want to ask for help. Perhaps a free consult with the men's health experts will encourage you. What could it hurt? Limitless knows exactly how to treat your symptoms. They will verify with a blood test, and in a very short time, you'll feel like a new man. So don't drag your feet. You're not going to feel better unless you get help. The providers at Limitless know what they're doing. To receive your custom treatment plan, schedule online at limitlessmail.com and get your life back.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and the Ticket FM.
Walking in.
Once again, your song of the day.
Jake played the heck out of that one. Now
Nice.
he did.
Played the whole song.
Played the whole song. Jake played the whole song. We're gonna get banned. We played 30. We played 3 minutes of the song.
I did not play a minute and a half. That's High Cotton, song of the day by Alabama from 1989, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Home run today, Jake. You smacked one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. That's a
You guys
beautiful
were playing
song.
the fiddle over there, too.
Oh yeah, gotta have a fiddle in the band.
That was beautiful, gorgeous. It gets that song's interesting because it doesn't. It kind of builds into beauty.
It does. That's a great way to describe it. It gets better. You go, okay, good. It's like, whoa, hang on. Where are we going with this? Yeah,
exactly. Jake, God, sometimes you just surprise the hell out of me.
That's good. That's the goal.
Yeah, 8.643. 8.643.
Crazy. I don't know the last time I heard that song. Forever. Knew all the words.
Totally.
Knew all the
I
words.
haven't heard it. That's why I
Knew all
like
the words.
I'm with you, Bill. I hadn't heard that song in a long time.
I heard it on the radio on Sunday. I said, yeah, I got to play that again.
Did you?
Did you? I had also not heard that for a very long time.
Did you?
So
What were you
same
listening to?
I don't even know.
Huh.
Don't even know.
Just flipping through?
Yep. Flipping through. Leaving home was the hardest thing we had to face. Think about that. The only day my daddy wouldn't work.
Sunday.
Yeah, this great song. Great song. I put it down also as a toe tapper.
It's a toe tapper.
It's a toe tapper. It's one you're 100%.
Isn't that Alabama in general though? They're kind of a toe tapping band.
They're toe tappers.
Yeah,
and
really strong.
Very, very strong. 88888.
A lot of eights.
Eight.
A lot of eights. We're both in the mid to high eights there for you guys.
Great song,
Jake. Thank you very much.
I don't think Josh will be as high.
Josh can be a 6'4".
I'm going to go with the 5'8" from Josh.
Okay, I'll say right in the middle, 6.
Yeah,
6.5. Respectable. He says. Okay.
Thank you, Josh.
That song. That's a take you back song.
I know it is.
Yeah.
By the way, surprised it wasn't earlier than 89. I thought that was early.
Yeah, I would have been like an 84-ish.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
84 to 82.
It's 89.
No, I'm not questioning.
Well, you should know. You played the whole song.
I did. I played a minute and a half. It's a short song.
Half expect the Alabama lead singer to come in here and demand money.
Unexpected attacks.
Some ratings here on Song of the Day.
Mr. Alabama.
Before we get to Bill's Thrills, 2.8 Notorious B.I.B. Guilt Nerd 8.82. Good feeling tune. Very similar to Bill.
Toe tapper.
Someone says Country Tuesday. That's Rod. Actually, Rod says 6.5 on a Country Tuesday.
Okay.
Who in Columbus? Bird. 6 for Bird in Columbus. The Bandit says that's the easiest 10 ever. Alabama is the best.
Nice. How about that?
Alabama.
The Bandit, is that what you said?
The Bandit.
The Bandit.
Alabama fan.
Smokey and the Bandit, yeah.
Smokey.
We got Corey and Lincoln, just a 4 from him.
Corey, I wonder if Corey would remember. I wonder if he would remember. It seemed like Alabama. I always mix up Alabama and the Oak Ridge Boys.
I can see that. Yeah,
The Oak Ridge Boys do some really good. They're toe tappers.
I'll give you that.
Bill, I ran the spotlight at the Platte County Fair for the Oak Ridge Boys concert. I ran the spotlight.
Did they play American Made?
Dead serious. Yeah, they used to have. That was one of the duties we had. What's that?
Did they play American Made?
I don't know. I don't remember.
They had.
But what I was getting at, if Corey's from Columbus, I thought maybe Alabama played the Platte County Fair, but maybe they'd be too big.
I don't think they played there. They probably Oak Ridge Boys.
Well, it's definitely the Oak Ridge Boys, but I think Alabama too.
The same concert?
No, different years, but maybe not. Maybe not.
So if anybody can confirm, was Alabama ever at the Platte County
Fair? The Oak Ridge Boys 100% were because I ran the spotlight. I ran the spotlight.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Way up in the stand.
Jennifer 5, hubby a 4 from Novotny Nutrition and Wellness. Not big fans of country music over there.
Understand.
Okay. I like both kinds of music, country and western.
There you go. Pooh Bear. That's new.
Pooh Bear.
It says 10. Someone says Alla frickin' Bama.
Thank you.
9.2.
Yes.
Don't hear them much anymore.
No.
Don't have a name.
I tell you want to talk about a band that you'd love to hear now, like if they were if they're on like a reunion tour. I'm like, that's
they
I
were
want to
here
hear
like
them.
2 years ago, within the last year or two. Their 40th anniversary tour. I didn't go.
Oh.
I'm so upset by myself.
Dumb.
Yeah, thank you. I call myself dumb every day for that moment.
Yes.
What'd you do?
I didn't
We'll
go
call
to
you dumb
Alabama.
for it too.
Alabama was at PBA like a year or two ago. I didn't go.
Not as egregious as me not going in and seeing Seether.
When you drove right by at the Bourbon. The Bourbon.
I got to start living.
Yeah. Jamie in Des Moines 7.5. Alabama is America's band.
Yeah, America.
Easy on that.
Band.
Easy.
I bet Harbaugh likes him.
Probably does.
I bet Harbaugh likes. I guarantee you, he would like that song. Jim would like that song.
Okay, before we get to Bill's Thrills, let me play a.
Jeez, it's Bugaboo Tuesday. Come on.
I know. I know. Listen, hang on. We're getting there.
We're behind because we played the whole song.
Legal idea, real quick, before I get to Bill's Thrills Summit Tuesday.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM first. 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, without further ado, let's get to Bill's Thrills Bugaboo Tuesday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
This is going to be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
We all know we love Bill's Thrills on Tuesdays. Bugaboo sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Bill, the floor is yours. What is bothering you today?
This is gonna again throw you a little bit. I get out there. I get over my skis sometimes, and I'm on this one. And I thought just to change it up, I'm going to go back in time.
I'm shocked.
I'm going to go
stunned.
Things that bother me that are no longer existing. We need to go back in time for better times.
This is my favorite.
Back in time.
This is easily my favorite day of Bill's Thrills.
The missing payment piece. The missing payment piece. How the meal would end when you were dining out. Very simple. It was. I can see the pad. It was a greenish color, and they wrote down. There was no itemized bill. There's no itemized like you had 2 Bud Lights. You had no. It was one number. This is the number you owe in the money. And they slap it down upside down. Then it's your job to do the math. There's no. There's no swiping. They don't hand it. They're like, hang on, give me your card, and I'll swipe it. Oh, and by the way, you have an option. You can tip 15%, 28%, or 100% tip.
100% tip.
Which one would you like?
100% tip.
100%. And here's the best part. Sometimes you leave the money there, but also the best part was you paid when you went to the register. You went and paid at the register, and that was just an incredible deal. The swipe this has me so upset. You go
just keep talking.
You go to
Till
the
8
register,
o'clock, please.
And there would be the red and white peppermint.
Yep.
Then there might be, if it's an upscale place, the Andes mint.
Oh heck
the
yeah.
Andes mint. But here's the one you don't see at all anymore. The one that made the best was the silver toothpick dispenser. The set right by the register. There's a toothpick dispenser. You get up there, you pay, and I'll give a couple toothpicks in your mouth as you're leaving for your meal.
Sometimes flavored ones.
You have flavored ones. Spearmint. Yeah, that's pretty high.
Yeah, grandma's had those. Grandmothers
had those.
Spearmint. Yeah.
The cashier was part of the experience. Talking to the cashier, doing the numbers, and at that boom, 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 boom,
nice.
The missing payment piece. You don't have to swipe a card.
Bless you.
It was so much fun. It was just, that's the way meals ended. How meals end now is horrific. It is. And I'm not putting
most places.
I love the work that the waiters or waitresses are putting in. That's not the issue.
Yeah, you got to be careful here.
Yeah, that's
you're doing fine.
That's not the issue. The issue is how it ends and how it goes down at the end.
Put it down.
Face down.
Face down.
Face down. And then you took it. There, and also, here's the best part too. Yep. Also, there might be a little scramble at dinner like that between maybe two husbands on grabbing the bill.
Yeah, that's always.
But not like give him my card. What's that? What's that? There would be a scramble to grab the deal, but that just.
I wonder if you went to Virginia's Cafe out on Cornhusker, you might still get the green.
Okay, yeah. Text about that. David from Renew says Virginia's Cafe is still this exact same way: green pad, pay at register, and silver toothpick dispenser. So
when you get done paying your ticket, it goes on this little silver thing with a spike on it.
Yep.
It goes on that.
Might still do that.
And then at the end of the day, they take them all off, and then they crunch the numbers. They go through. They crunch the numbers off of
Virginia's,
that.
I know recently is a couple of years ago. I don't think there's a spike, but I did notice they put it right next to register. I don't know if there's a spike, but there might have been.
Thank you, Virginia's, for doing that.
Yeah, Virginia's still old school.
That's how meals should end.
Yeah,
that's how meals should
end.
My
100% tip.
100%.
I have a text, Bill. I think you would know this place up in northeast Nebraska. Okay. I'm told that Hilltop on Jerry's, which is by Creighton. It's somewhat by
well, Hilltop, the only problem I have with Hilltop, to my knowledge, that closed about a month ago.
What?
A month or 2 months ago. That's right.
Let me get confirmation on that.
You try to confirm that, but I believe Hilltop now has been closed down. I don't think that's an operating business anymore. It was incredible. It was on 81.
Yeah, it was on 81. I've been there 3 or 4 times.
It's incredible.
How about when they come to your table with the machine that they just do it right there?
Right there. That's right.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's right. The swipe.
That freaks me out.
That's what you're totally talking. They have like an iPad type of looking thing.
Yeah.
And they put the thing and swipe on that. And then that's when they give you the old like that right to you. You want to tip? It's right there. Now, here's the deal. I overtip. I'm a tipper.
You are. I'm going to be fair about
I'm an over.
You're an over.
So I'm not looking for. I'm not saying you're not. But it's just.
It's still mildly offensive.
It's mild. When you just get. I agree. When you go to Starbucks, you just go that you order a coffee and they hand it to you like that. Want to give $1? $2? $3? What do you want to do?
Robert in Coleridge says that the Hilltop is still open.
Okay, thank you.
Which is great because that gave me some shivers. I love that place. Yeah, I like that place.
It's
See, the mandatory tip thing bothers me from this standpoint. It used to be you could give a tip and surprise the person. I'm going to give her a 10.
Yeah.
$10 bill. She's going to see it eventually. Yeah. Now it's just, it's not fun anymore.
No, it's no fun. No. I always love that part of it.
Yeah.
And the way the meal ends, that your kids don't know that, or the youth doesn't understand that. They think that's how meals are supposed to end. That's not the way it is. And I love my favorite part too, no itemized. Yep. It was just what was your total bill? It's $98.
Elsley to Linda also
West Hill Street.
Yeah, West Hill Street. I eat there a lot. They're still just that. In fact, you know what they do? Yeah. They'll just say to you, "You got a burrito and a margarita."
Yeah.
Okay, this is how much it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't even put out a bill.
And they're using that tax-free app also.
That's right.
I mean,
For mid-plays.
Yes.
The girl just look at it and say, you got a burrito margarita?
Yeah.
Beans?
I'm being told that there's several places that still operate this way. Woody's Diner on West O Street does this.
Okay.
The Granary in Norfolk does this also. Someone says Virginia's Cafe is America's Cafe.
America.
Quite a place.
America.
Quite a place.
Yeah.
We got El Porto in Nebraska City does this
El
as well.
Porto.
apparently. Yeah.
El Porto.
RJ's in DeWitt has the green pad and a register at the end of the bar with toothpicks. That's from
Nice.
Cameron's dad.
The toothpicks.
I'm with
Remember,
Bill on
were-
this.
yeah, if you don't get a toothpick, it was so good.
Yeah, if you got a spearmint toothpick, that was an amazing experience.
So I remember being at some place and being like, really? I get an Andes mint?
Ooh,
like
it's
that?
amazing.
Almost feel guilty.
You're like guilty. Yes, I get it.
I don't deserve
The
this.
green wrapper. I don't deserve this.
This is incredible.
So it's in the so these places they mentioned. You're in like the 2%. Find these places. That's real. That's
Very low percentage.
That where do you think Harbaugh would want to go?
You know where
You know where
Well,
he's
he's
going.
going there for
Virginia's.
sure.
He's
Yeah,
going to go to
Virginia's.
Virginia. He's going to have an apple.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to request an app.
Apple and whole milk.
He is the iron wall. He can't get the guy sick. He's incredible.
The missing payment piece.
Wonderful edition
That was
of
beautiful.
Bill. By the way, Bill's Thrills on podcast, Spotify, Apple, wherever you find your podcast. Download all the episodes together. For free. Bill's Thrills. Download it. It's awesome stuff all in one spot. Spotify, Apple, wherever you find your podcast. Bill's Thrills. Top of the hour next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. I'm Matt Knipe with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand that no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff, who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Thanksgiving is near, and Fairway is now taking orders for fresh turkeys, holiday hams, prime ribs, holiday trays, and more. Save yourself the stress of waiting until the last minute and order ahead this year for your holiday meals at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brand.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. And what is Steve Schindler's special today, Bill?
Well, I'm going to let you guys know right now. Shin Daddy's not in the bank. He's not in the bank today.
What?
What's going on?
His prowess has been noticed. His prowess have been noticed.
Where are you picking up these words, by the way?
He was whisked away today at 5:04 a.m. in a private jet with Tammy in tow, headed to Garland, Texas Resort in Dallas. He's the guest supervisor of the CFP. He's the guest supervisor of the college football playoffs that come out tonight. So he is sitting on the right hand of Buch, Oregon today, going over the college football playoff rankings. So he is heavily involved.
It's a big job.
It's a big job like that. It's so that he
whisked away.
And there's two things. So he's helping with the entire process. He will make some of the final, if there's a tight decision, he makes the final decision.
So he knows college football?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So he knows the rankings. And also he's working very diligently with the college football playoff committee on the Connor Stallion situation at Central Michigan.
Shouldn't somebody at the Journal-Star know this?
Yeah.
This is a story. Worth the world, Harold.
Yeah.
They should.
What
writing about
Steve Schindler
yes.
is helping the CFP.
Yes, from Midwest Bank.
And also assisting in the investigation of one of the biggest scandals in American sports history.
He's the right-hand man. He sits right next to Buch, Oregon today, the AD from NC State. And then also he's going to delve deep into this with he meets with Petiti also.
He does.
Yes, he'll meet.
Is that right?
Yes, just through Zoom because he can't
get to Chicago.
Can't get to Chicago. Dallas, Chicago guys. That's day one stuff.
Plus, he's running a bank.
Yeah, he's got to do loans too today too. He'll do it.
What a day for him!
Yeah,
and Tamara gets to go too.
Yeah, they flew out this morning early.
So she'll shop.
She'll shop
today.
Yeah, they did.
While he's doing his.
Yeah, they'll be at the Gaylord, so there's probably some sort of entertainment.
Yeah,
there's probably a band or something. There.
Wow! So I didn't know he was that into college football.
Yes, he does it all.
You talked to him.
I talked to him.
So wait a second, Jake. You know what's going on here?
What's that?
Bill has a big influence on
I threw some things
college
out there.
football player.
I threw some things out there.
Pitch this way, Jim.
I threw some things out there. All of a sudden, if you see a 3-loss team in the top 4, you know something's up.
If Utah's go, little too high.
And number 2, Utah.
That's Bill Busch all over it. Herbie mentions Bill Busch.
They flashed a picture of me.
Utah stinks. They just got hammered by Washington. They went up.
Listen, that's right. Played very diligently. They're moving up. So anyway, FDIC Shin Daddy. Yes, very busy today in the Gaylord Resort.
Whisked away.
Yes.
Wow.
Private jet. Just him and Tamara.
Amazing.
Does Tamara, I mean, is all this a little much for Tamara?
You know what? She has seen, you know he's ascending. She says he's been ascending his entire life. This does not catch her. Does not catch her off.
I mean, I think about Shin Daddy a lot. At age 60, he's still, well, yeah, he's ascending.
He's aging gracefully. Yeah, he's doing.
Well, and he's ascending.
We should have him in for an aging grace.
We should.
Yeah.
He should help.
Needs to be
have
here,
him in.
right here
in
studio.
Yeah, right here.
He's pretty busy.
Come on, Shin Daddy, find some time for us.
I tell you one thing. He texted. He said he loved the song that Jake played today.
He did?
They loved that you played the entire song.
Well, he's welcome. You're welcome. That was for you, Shin Daddy.
He might have to get you out of trouble, Jake.
He can help me out. I'm
Alabama's calling
too. You know,
lawyers. But they have better lawyers than us.
They probably do. Thanks to Midwest Sponsor Hour 2 sponsor. Okay. Matt Rhule. Again, we played a lot of audio in the first hour. We've got some more to get to from him. There was a comment about Marcus Satterfield, Nebraska's offensive coordinator, who, again, the Nebraska's offense has struggled. That's to say the least this year. They've not moved the ball or scored very many points this season. And a lot of frustration from the fan base at Marcus Satterfield.
This was late in the press conference, but it was the most important part of the press conference, and I thought it was the most interesting part of the press conference.
Here's Matt Rhule addressing a fan kind of, displeasure at Marcus Satterfield. Matt Rhule yesterday.
Yeah, I think that's part of the fans should do that. I have no problem with that. Fans should be critical of me. Fans should be critical of Sat. Fans should be critical. Like, you come to the game and you sit there and you're like, okay. And for me to start, we got this many guys. That's not who I am, right? I think. Okay, and I would say even within the coaching community, when people play us and they talk to us afterwards, I think in year one, with as many injuries as we've had and different things that have happened, we've never made an excuse. We've always showed up each week and we battle and we're in every game and we have a chance to be in every game. I think our guys are fighting their tails off. And, I never talk about changing a culture, but I do believe in instilling a culture. When you want to instill a mindset and a culture and a process, I think all of that's happening. And I think if people can't feel that, but if you say to yourself, like, hey, is this heading in the right direction? And, I got a true freshman, Jalen Lloyd, catching balls behind his hip. It's just going to continue to get better and better and better. So the answer in life sometimes is always just to change everything, right? Players want to transfer. Everybody wants their head coach to fire everybody. Like, has that worked out here? Where's that worked out? We're just firing assistant coaches and coordinators. So we want the whole offense to start over again with a whole new language next year. Like, I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna just be exactly who I said we're gonna be. We're gonna be a day-by-day organization that gets better and better and better. We're gonna get through year one. Okay, most of our guys on offense are coming back. We'll get better and better and better. And then, some of you guys that you're on the field before the game usually see me walking around the field. A lot of times I walk with players. A lot of times I walk with hurt players, right? And I'm walking with like Ramir and Deshaun, and I'm like, hey Gabe Irvin, just imagine you at 240 pounds coming down the stretch here in November next year. Marcus is fighting and scratching and punching and willing to get this thing as good as we can get it. That's what all the guys are doing. And, I'm proud. I just couldn't tell you how proud I am of guys. Like Malcolm Hartzog didn't practice last week. And all of a sudden he's got to go from playing. Then he comes in and practices on Friday a little bit, right? And then he's got to go from safety to corner. So he goes out in the game and they hit him on a big play, right? And man, like he's fighting for the team. What do we go yell at him? So yes, fans should absolutely, I'm not here saying that. I'm just saying for me, when it comes to me, I prefer to take all the heat for everything that happens because this is everything that happens here is runs by me. And yeah, 5 turnovers falls just on the same page. It falls dead on my face. I can't, just trust me. If you guys know, I don't sleep very much to begin with. I lay in bed at night, 5 turnovers. What are we talking about, Matt? But the answer is, what's the answer? The answer is just to keep getting a little bit better as best I can. And hope that this week we put it all together.
As far as Satterfield goes, I almost look at it as 2 discussions. As far as his work as a play caller, offensive coordinator, but mainly play caller, the injuries make it so I give him sort of a pass. But he's also the quarterback's coach. Mm-hmm. And the quarterbacks have 22 turnovers, and the quarterback play has been subpar, to be kind. And I don't give him a pass on that part. Play calling, trying to get this offense going with all the injuries, I understand. And it was going to be very difficult. But the quarterback position, if you just isolate what he coaches, now you can't totally separate the two, but I tend to. That's where he's failed miserably. And I'm not saying you fire him. I'm not, and you know, Bill and Jake knows this, I'm about the last guy to fire somebody, especially in year one. And like Rhule said, the last thing I'll say on this is just to uproot that position, the offensive coordinator, change offenses, change languages, change everything. Really? No. This place needs a little continuity.
I from a coach perspective, I liked how the head coach handled that with right now there should be no more, whether you like it or not, there's no more conversation of is Satterfield back next year. So it's over. He's back next year. And I think
good job
to pick up on that is for your players, for everyone. And what do you think? What's going on? I don't know. We'll wait and see. 2 more games. It's been made very clear right now that Satterfield is the offensive coordinator here.
Yep.
So I think that's a plus side for if you're a quarterback right now. Just going I don't know. We changing everything next year. I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. This is what we're doing. This is how we're going to go about it. And it also gives you confidence in if I'm an assistant, if I'm in Satterfield's shoes, I would like a head coach because I'm sure that they have hard discussions behind closed doors on what needs to be done and things that need to be better, whatever it is. But just to have no, we're not doing that. I hired a guy that I know.
Great point. It's over. That conversation's over.
That conversation's over.
I mean, if he wouldn't have said that.
It wasn't like a hard statement, but it really was.
Yeah.
He didn't come out and say, just everyone knows.
Right.
He didn't say, he goes, yeah, we're not changing that. We're not doing that.
I mean, yeah, that's right. Now that's over.
Yeah.
We don't, if next week there's another struggle, we're not saying, well, I wonder if
what's going to happen. Yeah.
I wonder if Satterfield will be back. Yeah. Sean, what are we going to do here? No, that's over. God, gets a good point, Bill. Nips it in the bud.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, Satterfield's stats as a coordinator over his time at Temple, Nebraska, South Carolina have never been exactly exceptional. That's where that's where the frustration goes to, is that people look at the history.
What were the numbers? Do you have the numbers?
I don't have them.
I know what
you. Okay.
Here's
I'll find them.
Where you find them, I'll say something. The numbers.
It'd be speaking for I'm sure the listeners would like to hear. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, the numbers are important, but they have to be put into proper context. And I don't know what these situations Jake's about to reel off here. I don't know what he
There's always situations.
Yeah, I don't know what he inherited. I don't know what was being asked. So it's hard just to look at numbers and say, okay, that's what defines it.
So in terms of yards per game, this is the stats we have here in Satterfield's career as a coordinator. At Temple, he was there from 2013 to 2015. And in yards per game, Temple was 107th in 2013 at 322 yards per game. 2014, they were 74th, so improvement, but still not great, at 399 yards per game. And in 2015, Temple, he was 117th with yards per game at 308. 2 years at South Carolina in 21 and 22, they were 111th in 2021 at 336 yards per game. 2022, they were 71st, so improvement, at 378. And then, of course, this year at Nebraska so far, 113th in the country at 317 yards per game. So the best he's ever had in 6 years as a coordinator is 71st in the country in terms of yards per game.
So you think that's part of the fan narrative is based off of
It is.
not just this year of more than that.
Well, yeah, he came from South Carolina where he had a rough ride.
Right.
He had a rough ride, and people know it and all that. But and this is a rough ride this year. But he didn't walk into a bunch of talent here. He didn't. I mean, and some of the talent he walked into is watching from the sideline right now.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good. I like what Rhule said about Gabe Ervin. What if you had Gabe Ervin right now? Gabe Ervin is going to be a good November runner, I would think, because he's a big dude. Gets tough in November. He's the kind of guy that will excel. They don't have him. They don't have a lot of guys.
Ron points out that Satterfield did okay when he had Spencer Rattler. Just get the right players. I mean,
yeah,
Rattler was good at the end of the season. He was not great at the start of last season, right?
They put a big number on Tennessee is what everybody remember.
And Clemson, both teams, 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I remember watching it. I did watch it because Nebraska played an early game, and I went home and watched South Carolina, Tennessee, and I was struck by the speed. I mean, they had SEC speed. South Carolina, they're not, that roster in South Carolina looks nothing like this one in terms of speed. They had a couple dudes that could fly.
Yeah, they did.
They
did. But they said a very not bold, but a very stern comment made by the head coach.
You make a good point, Bill.
And if it gives you I tell you what really helps. It really helps you try to win the last 2 games. It really helps that. No, this is our coordinator. I know everyone knows there's noise. Just don't worry about it. That's our coordinator. We're not changing anything. So quarterbacks don't panic about anything. No one panic.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're going to do. Sticking with this. Away we go. Get better every day.
Yep.
So I think from top down, it's a smart move.
And it is. And the one thing we should add, it is a very young offense right now. Really young. Underclassmen all over the place. Just a handful of upperclassmen on that side of the ball. It's a bunch of young guys. And if you can get them back, you might be okay. You got to get them back. You can't have key guys going to the portal. Get them back.
Yeah. As Rhule said, I mean, every program you hear fans want to fire a coach, basically. It happens.
Sure.
Defensive, it happens everywhere. At Alabama, it happens sometimes, right? I'll fire this guy. And they're always good. They're always good.
Well, and you can find examples of when you hold on to a coach, it hurts. I mean, there's.
Well, just think about it. Penn State's 10 they'll be 10-2 this year. They scored 30 against Iowa, which no one does.
Mm-hmm.
They scored 51 against Maryland, which I just think about what did Maryland score last week.
Maryland scored 15.
13
on Nebraska.
13 on Nebraska.
13.
Yeah.
I scored 13. And so my point of it is that the opportunities in that last game against Penn State when Penn State was scoring all those
51.
Points. Yeah, scoring 51. Maryland still had the ball a little bit. There was only 17 though. That was 15 or 17. I thought it was more than that. I thought I had a little bit more points. But anyway, the point of it is that the coordinator got fired. They're 10-2. They're 10-2, and they had 2 games against 2 defenses of we'll see, who goes against them. Now I will say Notre Dame moved the ball better against Ohio State, much better when you watch that game. But that's a tough one. You're like I said, 10-2.
I know.
Got fired. Right now in the driver's seat. Obviously, they could end it on Saturday. Iowa is in a great position, and their offensive coordinator got fired.
It's rough business. You're in a rugged business, man. I mean, it really becomes apparent in November when guys start losing jobs like that are 8-2. Mike Yurkich.
Yeah. And they're fired. And we all felt that Rutgers was a very good defense, and Iowa hung a 400 and some yards.
402.
That was an impressive showing.
They got
Iowa.
402.
402.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the way they play.
Yep.
They play very. And guess what? Rutgers does the same thing. Plays very methodical. So to have that points, 402, that's a lot of yards. That's a lot of yards.
Against a tough defense. You would say Rutgers is a physical defense.
Absolutely.
See, this is, Jake, it's a rugged business. And I've always been, you know how I've been. I mean, I always get the apologist tag. It's just hard for me to fire coaches in this business. Yurkich got fired?
Yeah.
Come on. That had to be outside pressure. It had to be.
It makes no sense.
A little overreaction probably there.
Well, the coach, I don't know. He's got to answer to the shareholders. Probably has to maybe answer to bosses.
Then also,
it's possible it was just James Franklin's decision. I don't know.
James Franklin made 2 horrific decisions in going for 2. I mean, it was and he made him. They asked him hard in the press conference about it, and he couldn't even answer it. He couldn't even analytics. It's like don't chase points early, which was dumb. It could have been 14-10.
Yep.
And then late, it's like don't chase them there ever. You always take the extra point, and then you're down one score.
That's right.
If you don't make it, it's over.
Yep.
And Lincoln Riley did the exact same thing against Oregon. The exact same thing. It's like, no, you kick the extra point and you're down 8. That's what you do. You don't make it, we're down 9. No, now we're out. That made no sense. And in the press conference where they fired the offensive coordinator, you think for 1 second that he was like, we're going. And you think Franklin said, no, we're not. Kick it. No, we're not. I'm sending him out there, coach. Nope. Head coach made the decision.
Yep. Good point.
Head coach made the decision. And it made no sense. And listen to the press conference. He didn't even know.
He couldn't answer the question.
Couldn't answer the question. They even went back at him like that. I will say this. Franklin did not get upset when he got challenged because he knew. He goes, if I challenge this one, I'm sure going into it, he's probably like, I better be prepared.
Yep.
When I get asked these, to not freak out because I made a mistake. Because I made a mistake on this one.
God.
And now, in the end,
lost his mind.
In the end, do you sit there and say that was actually 100% cost him the game? No, not really. It's that way. You kind of a little get out of jail free cards, but just the in-game management was shocking.
See, think about this. This is why I respect football and why I follow it closely. Think about the decisions he's making in front of 100,000 people and whoever's watching on TV. Jake, when we make bad moves, not that many people see it. Nobody's watching our show.
When people come up and talk to me, hey, listen to the show. I had no idea the mics were even on. I thought we were just talking to ourselves.
We're making decisions.
Hey, Bill, would you come in every morning? Let's talk to ourselves.
Just us talk amongst ourselves for 2 hours.
We're just recording this.
Pretend radio show.
Pretend radio show.
That's what we do.
This is real.
Just pretend.
Yeah. Which is one of the great scenes of a movie. Along Came Polly.
No, I did not see that.
It's a great movie. It's a Jennifer Aniston movie.
Okay.
But the guy in the movie, to create a buzz around himself, he hired a complete TV studio to follow him around. So that, the cameras and mics and all this stuff, like they were doing. That's awesome. Like they were doing a show on him, and they weren't.
Can you imagine, Bill? Bill, I could totally see it. Cameras following him in here every day. What's going on with Bill? Wow, they're just doing a documentary.
They're doing their documentary show. You're going to see what's it going to be on MTV.
Yeah. They're doing my life story.
The real world.
I'll be doing it for the next 3 months.
Just deal with it. Just follow me around.
Don't pay attention to him.
It was a whole day. We had a camera set up there. Just right ahead of us. Just people sitting back on the couch. But I hired him.
Somebody's doing Bill
make you look good.
They're coming to look big.
Man, Busch has got a lot of stuff going on.
Man, Busch has got a documentary.
It's incredible. What's it going to be?
They're just kind of shrugging it off.
And put fake ESPN jackets on, so it's like it says 30 for 30. 30 for 30.
Yes, we need that. Yes. Before we get to break, I'm going to play something real quick. Tell me if you ever heard this song before. You ever heard this before, ever, guys? Does that sound familiar to you? Yeah?
I think so.
Kind of.
What's going on here, Jay?
That is the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, God,
all
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
They're coming to Lincoln.
Oh, they
Thursday, 2 days from now at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Pinnacle. Wow.
You want to get Christmas started off right? I know it's before Thanksgiving and everything, but November 16th, Thursday, Pinnacle Bank Arena, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com. It's the Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of Trans-Siberian Orchestra and more. PBA, again, Ticketmaster.com. It's an incredible show. I saw it last year at Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs. Phenomenal.
Did you go with the lovely Elizabeth?
I did go with Elizabeth. It was great.
Anything happened that night?
No. We watched the concert. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. Thursday night, Trans-Siberian Orchestra at PBA. When we come back, NFL winners and losers, Week 10 edition on early
What
break.
comes up how the game ended last night?
I'm taking.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors, Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
This is Jeff Essing, owner of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping and host of Fitness Fanatics. Over the years, we've helped countless of people gain strength, lose fat, build confidence, and change their lives. And it all starts with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. Now is the best time to enroll during the Black Friday sale. You can join the January 10-Week Challenge for half price. That's 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching for 50% off. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the banner on the homepage to enroll today. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
As always, thank you for the text today. Appreciate all you guys tuning in, chiming in, 402-464-5685. We heard from Chris at the Baldwin Shop via the text line today.
So we've had texters today.
We've had plenty of texters. And someone says, by the way, you were referring to Philip Seymour Hoffman in the movie there, Bill?
Yes. Yes, it was incredible. He had a camera crew follow him around.
So that movie was called what?
That was Along Came Polly.
Along Came Polly. Yes, it's a really good movie. Really was. I really enjoyed it.
Was that Ben Stiller?
Yeah, it's kind of a rom-com.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is that right? Romantic comedy, rom-com.
You've never heard of rom-com before?
Yeah. Wow. That's a wow.
That's
rom-com.
not good.
It's a rom-com.
I don't watch them. So.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
The term is pretty standard.
If you said we're going to watch romantic comedy, I'd say, no, I'm not. I'm going to go
you would
file
like
my
the show.
nails.
You'd like the show if you just saw him getting followed around by.
Is anybody surprised that Sip did not know the term rom-com?
Romantic comedy?
Yep.
Well, I'd rather file my nails
than watch a rom-com?
Yes.
Okay. How about compared to NFL winners and losers? Would you rather do
No,
that? File your nails?
Let's come on.
Let's
Heat it up.
fire it up. It's time for Week 10, the edition of
I love
NFL
this.
winners and losers. Here we go. As always, NFL winners and losers sponsored by Führer's Cheese Spread, available in most local grocers. It's good on everything, not just crackers, but you can put it vegetables. You can dip a beef stick in it, possibly, if you want to. There's a lot of different ways to enjoy Führer's Cheese Spread, based out of Sutton, but available at all grocery stores across the state of Nebraska.
Heat it up.
Wonderful stuff.
Heat it up, Jay.
To the winners of Week 10 in the NFL. Number one, I think, is pretty obvious. It's because they were playing a team that was absolutely on fire, and that team was up 17-0. The Browns come back on the road down 17-0
That's
early.
incredible.
Early against the Ravens, who have been just pounding teams left and right. It looked like another domination by the Ravens. Not so fast. Deshaun Watson has a good second half. They run the ball better. The defense has a big pick six. They actually missed an extra point to tie the game. They had to go down and get a field goal to win this game. The Browns did. Browns 33-31 over the Ravens. Massive win, 6-3. Cleveland Browns.
Is Myles Garrett an MVP candidate?
Not MVP. He's certainly up for Defensive Player of the Year, though. Certainly up for that. Number two, winner, the Detroit Lions. Had a bye week last week. What do they do after that? They go on the road across the country to Los Angeles, and Justin Herbert played very good football for the Chargers. Not good enough, though. Dan Campbell goes for it. It's 37-all with about a minute 35 to go. They don't get the fourth down. Chargers at the ball, their own 35-yard line. They're going to get a field goal probably. What does Campbell do? He trusts Jared Goff. He trusts Sam Laporta. Big first down conversion, and they hit the field goal 40-37. Lions are 7-2.
Lions.
The Lions are
Laporta.
7-2.
How about Laporta?
How about everything?
How about everything? All right, it's a big statement.
Jared Goff.
How about everything?
Jared Goff. I mean, the running
He'd be
game.
great in politics.
David Montgomery's been running the ball. Jameer Gibbs. I mean, I know the defense didn't play well in that game, 37 points, and the defense is still very good in Detroit. 7-2, Detroit Lions. Number three, we talked about them last week being the biggest winner, and they could have been number one this week as well. But the Texans and C.J. Stroud go on the road to red-hot Cincinnati. The Bengals are playing good football. And the Texans are up 27-17. They blow that lead. Think, okay, here comes the loss. Not so fast. The Corso style. They go down and get a field goal to win the game. Matt Amendola was not on the roster last week. Remember we talked about how they had the Dare Agumbawali had to kick the extra point because of the injury to Kaimi Fairbairn.
Yeah.
They get Amendola, who is kicking with Nick Novak, I think, out in L.A., just in his off time, gets signed, kicks the game winner. Texans are 5-4. No one saw this coming.
No,
nobody.
CJ
The quarterback story is remarkable.
And Stroud is legitimately an MVP
He's
candidate.
up for MVP. He's up for MVP. He's top 3 or 4 for MVP.
Remember
he could win. He could win MVP.
Sport. Remember this summer, people questioning his intelligence, ability to read, the field. Yeah, I mean, keep that in mind when that happens again.
Still just 1 interception, right?
2. He had a bad pick in that game. Cam Taylor-Britt had a big pick down to the 4-yard line, but only 2 picks on the season.
Wow.
C.J. Stroud's a beast. Texans 5-4, the real deal. Number 4, the Vikings have won 5 straight games. They were 0-3. Everyone thought they were dead.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins gets hurt. Guess what? Josh Dobbs, the comeback against Atlanta last week.
This story is again triple remarkable.
And then this week, they were up 27-3, almost blew it, but they do win the game 27-19. 5 straight wins. The Vikings are 6-4. The next 3 games they should win. They could potentially have an 8-game win streak.
Jeez.
With Josh Dobbs filling in for Kirk Cousins after an 0-3 start. The Vikings are not dead.
What a story, Minneapolis.
The Vikings are not dead. Number 5 winner. I'm not sure the team wanted them to win the game, but Kyler Murray, back from injury, had an incredible fourth-quarter drive to beat the Falcons 25-24. Falcons are in disarray at this point. I mean, Falcons have a lot of problems. They got some good players at offense. They don't have a quarterback is the issue. They got Bijan Robinson. They got Drake London. They got Kyle Pitts. They can't utilize him, though. Cardinals, nice win for Kyler Murray. He's returned back from injury, and we'll see what they do in the second half of the rest of the second half of the season. To the losers, last night, number 1, what is wrong with you, Buffalo Bills? I called it before the season, and I kind of regretted that after week 5. They were playing good ball. The Buffalo Bills are a disaster. They are 5-5. They're 2-5 in the AFC. They are screwed when it comes to tiebreakers. When I said all is said and done, the Broncos were dead. They were 1-5. They've won 3 straight games. The Broncos win last night in Buffalo, 25-24.
Tell them what happened. What was the critical play at the end?
If you didn't see this, is amazing.
I did not see it.
The Broncos are down by 2, and they have a 41-yard field goal to end the game. And Will Lutz misses the kick. He's already missed 2 extra points. He misses a 41-yard field goal. So the Bills think they've won. Not so fast. There's 12 men on the field for the Bills.
Well, remember, there's an interesting little caveat to this. So they could have kicked it on 3rd down. The Broncos with like 25 seconds, which would have gave them, hey, they give a shot, maybe hit a shot or something. They went with bazooka field goal, which means they moved the ball to the hash that he wanted, like that. But then they had to. There's no spiking. It's 4th down, and both teams are out of time. So they got to run the team on and run the team off. So everything. So it was clock's going. Right. Clock's going. Now the Broncos were brilliant. Hey, listen. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the ball in the hash. Russell Wilson's gonna put the ball over there. The clock's gonna be running. We got to roll. We all good. They executed it before halftime.
They did. Perfect. It was beautiful.
And they did it again this time. And it was unbelievable, but that had to add in the confusion, like who was on the field and who should be off the field. But it's odd because someone had to have, on the last play when they were centering the ball, they only had 11. Then someone ran on. They had to have had someone ran on. And there was 12 out there. But it was somebody, someone has buffoonery bad. And they miss the kick.
Lutz misses the 41-yard kick to the right. And a 36-yard kick down the middle. Broncos win 4-5. Denver back from the dead. And I see Chris Rapp over there. He's a happy man this morning. All right, 4 more losers. The Jacksonville Jaguars came off a bye week thinking they had every chance to be contending for a Super Bowl. They still do. They still can. The problem was they played the Niners in Jacksonville and got waylaid 34-3. It could have been 41-3. The Jags did not show up at all. Their offense was bad. Defense was worse. 34-3. Niners taking down the Jags. 6-4 now. Just a half give up on the Texans in the AFC South. We thought there was going to be a runaway. Not so fast.
Purdy went home and combined some corn.
Did he seriously?
Yeah, went home, combined some corn.
You're kidding. Got himself right. Yeah, he's right now.
Yeah, back in.
Number 3 loser. The Patriots go over to Germany and just throw an absolute stinker. They have a quarterback problem. They got all sorts of problems. They lose 10-6 to the Colts. It was so bad. Mac Jones was playing. He played late in the 4th quarter. Got pulled because of a pick. They go to Bailey Zappi for the game-ending drive. He throws a pick also.
Zappi.
10-6. The Patriots are 2-8. 2-8.
That was the biggest bet also was the overs on the number of wins for the Patriots. And what was it, 8.5, I think? And that was the biggest money bet was on the overs. And now right now they've got to win whatever, 6 of 7 for them to
They're not.
catch.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Number 4 loser. They've been a loser all year, but the New York Giants, they lose 49-17. It wasn't even that close to the Cowboys. It was 28-zip at halftime. 49-17. The Giants are a joke. They have nothing positive going for them. It's a train wreck in New York.
It's a joke.
And
if there's a book, it'd be a joke book.
That's right. And number 5 loser, the New York Jets, because they can't score. What was the 35 straight drives without a touchdown?
35 drives without a touchdown. Also, Josh Dobbs has, in 2 games, and he came in without practicing for one of the games, has 5 touchdown passes. The Jets have 5 on the year.
Boom. Now that's a stat. That's
a
a
stat.
right there.
That's amazing.
The Jets,
the World Wide Web.
The Jets lose to the Raiders 16-12, and there is your edition, Week 10 edition of NFL winners and losers.
So the Browns
are good. They're 6-3.
So Deshaun Watson's kind of turned things around.
He had a good second. He had a really, really bad first half. He had a pick 6 early. Good second half to get them in contention to win, and they won the game. So big turnaround for him.
So they could be one of the top 5 teams in the NFL.
I would not put them there myself. They're top 10, no doubt about that. Top 10. Defense is good.
Top 8.
Offense getting better. And Nick Chubb's also hurt. He's out for the season. Doing without Nick Chubb. So there you go. NFL winners and losers. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. You guys are 0-1. Lost yesterday. Today on a Tuesday, we I get this pulled up. We got so many papers over here at this point.
You gotta get your papers in order.
I know our topic is Mountain West head coaches because we know Brady Hoke is retiring. Andy Avalos is fired.
I've never heard of Andy Avalos.
At Boise State. So if you think you know your Mountain West.
I'm going to forget a couple, and I know who they are, too. I can see their face.
Well, I'm going to lean on you on this.
Mountain West football head coaches, 464.
Why? Why, God, why?
Why, God, why?
Shut Up, Sipple starts right
Coffee
now.
talk.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!"
No, sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip in trivia. Mountain West football head coaches. On the news of Brady Hoke retiring at the end of the season at San Diego State and Andy Avalos fired at Boise State. Trying to be topical here, trying to be.
Got a pretty big black spot here on Mountain West coaches.
Understandable. You don't follow the conference.
No.
I mean,
I follow the heck out of it. So I'm going to be able to I'll be able to give you the whole background of the coach.
Bill watches until 1:30 in the morning.
do.
Football, and it's usually Mountain West in some capacity there.
For some reason, I don't follow the Mountain West.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, we've got Scott. Scott, how do you feel about Mountain West football coaches today?
I'm not going to say anything.
He doesn't feel very good, apparently.
Good. That means you don't feel good like you're sick, or you don't feel good about the coaches?
Coach.
Okay. All right, there we go.
All right, Scott.
All right.
Lock in.
Bill's a lifeline for SIP for one question as always. Scott, first question goes to you. Here we go. What Mountain West school is Barry Odom the head coach of?
Layup.
Speak up, Scott. Hammer it out.
5 seconds.
I'm going to go
5. Can you say something, Scott? 5. Hawaii.
No, got it. This is Bill. Bill, it's your stage.
UNLV.
Brilliant. That should get us the win.
8-2 this year.
What's that? Yeah, they are.
8-2. UNLV, how about that?
That should get us the win.
Okay. All right, Sip, on your own now. Bill's already been utilized correctly. So first question, what Mountain West school is Danny Gonzalez the head coach
Oh, my
of?
Lord.
Oh, I thought he was.
Danny?
Danny?
This is so easy.
Danny
This is so easy.
Gonzalez. Mountain West school.
So obvious.
Head coach.
Super obvious.
Bill cannot help you besides just chiding you. That's obvious. 5 seconds.
Hawaii.
No. You want that one, Scott, or not?
No, pass.
That would be, what was it, Bill? New Mexico.
That is correct.
New Mexico.
I did not know that.
Process of elimination is important here.
Yeah, well, I can't even name the mountain.
All right, Scott, back to you, down 1-0.
That would have ended it.
It would have been over. What Mountain West school, Scott, is Brennan, the head coach of? Look at Bill's face. Brennan. Layup.
He's got to get this right?
Not necessarily.
I'm going to go Utah State.
Not Utah State. Sip, I'd probably advise you to skip this one if you don't know it.
I watched them
Saturday night. Passing. Yeah. Who was it, Bill?
Was that San Jose State?
That's correct, but he can't help you out.
I didn't know that.
San Jose State.
I flat didn't know it.
For the win, if you miss this, Scott can steal this and go to the tiebreaker. Sip, you're on your own for the win. What Mountain West school is Ken Wilson the head coach of?
God, I have no idea. Ken Wilson. Do you know this?
I'm trying to blank here a little bit. This is actually, I know every school. Are you sure that's right?
You confirm this.
You can confirm that this is the correct name. Because I am drawing, that does not sound right to me.
Ken Wilson.
Yes, this is correct.
Okay.
5 seconds.
I'll just go Utah State.
Utah State.
That's not it.
You have to get this right to go to the tiebreaker, Scott. What school is Ken Wilson the head coach of in the Mountain West?
Oh, I
This is
know.
one
I
have to know. It's Nevada.
Yeah, I knew that.
Nevada
Hit me late.
is correct.
Hit me late. Oh, wow.
Tie.
I knew them all. I knew every one of them.
Sip, this goes
didn't know
to
one.
you. This goes to you, and Scott will go over under your number. Sip, here we go. Bill can't help you here.
I'm out.
Danny Gonzalez has coached 41 games at New Mexico. How many games has he won of the 41?
41 games, huh?
Yep.
14.
Over under 14, Scott.
Oh, I'm going over.
Nice job. Great job, Sybil.
The number is 10. He's 10-31 at New Mexico.
Okay.
So we'll get you a bagel and a coffee. Scott, thanks for calling in, and call in down the road.
All right, thank you.
There goes Scott. He sounds a little bit depressed there.
Good game, though.
Tiebreaker. Got you.
Bill, thank you. Thank you.
What was your number going to be there, Bill? What would you put out for the number for?
What's that? I was going to go 8.
8?
Yeah,
Okay.
he said under. He did say under.
I did. When he said the number, I go, it's below that.
8.
Danny Gonzalez, where'd he come from?
San Diego State, I believe. I think he was a New Mexico Rocky Long guy.
Okay.
Back to New Mexico.
Defensive side?
Yes, defensive side.
Well, congratulations, Sip. It wasn't pretty, but a win's a win.
1-1.
1-1 on the week. Spillover's next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Living life to its fullest is just a free consultation away. If you're living with symptoms that you can't shake, then bring your low energy, brain fog, belly fat, grumpiness, muscle loss, and low libido to Limitless Male. We have the expertise to get rid of your symptoms. This is what Limitless Male does all day, every day. You won't find another men's clinic like Limitless Male. We know what you're going through. We know how to fix it. Schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com
or call 402-323-8400. Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
At Allo, we believe in the exceptional. From extraordinary whole home coverage to super fast speeds, our local teams are always on hand to make sure your service is running at top performance. Let go of lag, banish buffering, and enjoy outstanding service throughout your entire home. We believe in delivering nothing less than exceptional service, so that's exactly what we do. Visit us at allofiber.com to experience the exceptional.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
This is Jeff Essing, owner of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping and host of Fitness Fanatics. Over the years, we've helped countless of people gain strength, lose fat, build confidence, and change their lives. And it all starts with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. Now is the best time to enroll during the Black Friday sale. You can join the January 10-Week Challenge for half price. That's 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching for 50% off. Head to theticketfm.com and click on the banner on the homepage to enroll today. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the Spillover. Chris Raff with us today. By the way, the Spillover today special sponsor is Magical Lights of Lincoln. Comes up on the starting up on Black Friday.
You want to talk about magical?
Locked out. Yeah.
Millions of lights.
Millions.
$20 or $25 per car.
Okay.
Depending on the day.
Yep.
And it's not how many are in the car. So it'd be kind of some fun, some hijinks, goofing around, getting about 12 people in a car to go see some lights.
Hijinks.
And I'm telling you, Christmas lights are up around town already, and I appreciate it.
It's
Our
awesome.
lights are up.
It's
Our Christmas lights are up. Had them on last night.
No,
Did you put them up?
Yeah. Who did it?
Like
House Menders.
That's right.
House Menders.
House vendors can do that.
They can do everything. They can
What's
do
the
everything.
number? Because people People need
house
their lights
managers
put
that
up.
need their lights up. I'm telling you what, and also they have no problem working, through the night. They have no
How
problem
much
doing
would they
that.
charge just to put up a few lights?
I don't know
Like a
the
hundo?
number. I know this.
A hundo?
Yeah, they don't overcharge it. Whatever. It's gonna be super fair. I can't speak on the exact price, but yeah, text Leighton or call him right now at House Menders.
We're doing it.
402-658-7887. 402-658-7887. You want your Christmas lights up? He can do it. And again, they don't care about what time.
And if you want to go to the light show, ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. It's at the Lancaster Event Center from Black Friday to New Year's Eve. As Bill said, it's a 1.5 million lights on display.
It's like 30 minutes.
500-foot tunnel of lights. That's 1.5 miles long. Black Friday to New Year's Eve. Again, ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. Book your time today. $20 a car, Sunday to Thursday. $25 a car from Friday to Saturday. And if you want to work with a fundraiser, every $5 spent on the lights goes to a fundraiser. If you set something up with them and promote it at Magical Lights of Lincoln, but it's at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com.
Please get on top of this early because the things are selling out fast.
You can go more once too.
And then also with it, remember they work for Universal and Disney.
They do.
They work for
it's a production.
local.
It is a production.
Local people that work at that level. It's insane.
One of the best light show in the entire country.
Yes.
At Lancaster Event Center, Magical Lights of Lincoln. Buy your tickets, ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. All right, Raph is the happiest man in the building today for two reasons. Number one, we got you get the chef here, Matthew, is going to give you guys food next segment and for the hour. And because it's a Victory Tuesday, the Denver Broncos, AD, they go into Buffalo, a tough place to win. And they win on a last-second field goal with some buffoonery discussed last segment by the Bills.
Whoever ran on the field.
Too many guys.
Because they only had 11. One ran on and someone didn't come off.
Hey,
and
Coach. And that guy didn't even try to act like he was running off the field.
No,
he just stayed there.
No, they kind of up there. Like he just stayed. I also think it's this. People always they go crazy on the refs, right? Yeah. On just I missed this call. I missed this call. I go crazy. How in that heat of a moment do you figure out that there's 12 out there? I know there's someone in charge of that. I'd be the one like, hang on, one, two. It
doesn't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. Yeah, all of a sudden, the chance of that. Then you throw it in this right, like, hang on, my bad. There's only 11. Actually, there's only 10.
Okay,
there's 10.
They make it.
Oh man, they never showed like who came off the field for the next field goal. They didn't show it like who was the guy who came off.
That's buffoonery, though.
Yeah. There's so many calls.
Football's crazy.
Yeah.
Can I bring up a call? I was going to bring it up yesterday.
Please do.
So I'm watching the North Carolina, was it North Carolina Duke game? Great game, goes into overtime. And so double overtime, they have to go for 2. So the Duke North Carolina scores, they have to go for 2.
North Carolina's going for 2.
They go empty quads, so 4 on one side, 1 on the other, and they go quarterback draw.
Okay.
And then it's shut down. So he just pulls up, pops, throws it to a wide open guy, and I'm like, wow, that timing, that was incredible play. That doesn't add up right. And the announcer goes, look at this, and he was right. The offensive guard was so far into the end zone, he was down the field. So when the ball got thrown, the guard looks around and he sunk down. Look at the play. He sinks down like, oh God, I'm down the field, and no one said a word. It's like he can tell he's running off. No flag. He was 5 yards into the end zone. And the best part is it wasn't kind of like that. He did this like. Ooh. And so he got little. So anytime when you start losing your mind on like officiating by anybody, just remember everyone gets it.
Yeah.
Everyone. And then guess what? Duke goes down, they score, go for 2, don't make it, game over.
Carolina wins.
That was a big penalty.
That's amazing. I need to see this replay.
You got to see it.
That's amazing.
You got to see it.
So he got away with it.
He got away with it.
Yeah, no flag.
Well, that's always the worst when I'm watching football and the guy does something and he holds his hands up like he didn't do it. Don't hold your hands up. Just pretend like
Don't draw attention to yourself.
Right. Good point. Good point.
Carry on, man.
Don't draw attention.
Yeah. Don't draw attention to yourself.
Be cool.
Be cool, man. Be cool. Do you guys think that John Walker's getting paid enough? You guys think we should get a raise? I'm pushing for a raise.
Where's he at right now? I don't
I don't know what he's paying. I think we should pay him more.
He's women's soccer.
Oh yeah. No, I know Coach Walker and Coach Everding and those guys for a year. They used to be in that And North Stadium, that little yellow building outside the football stadium there, that used to be their soccer offices for years and years. So I got to know them really well.
The little
there.
yellow building. I'm thinking about
so
this.
North Stadium.
Okay.
Remember there was a street that went like in between the stadium?
In between like that ran behind Buck Belcher Field.
Yep.
Yeah, ran behind.
And then there was that little yellow building.
Yeah. That was their office.
Yep, that was the soccer offices.
They had a little small Morton building.
So I don't know what the number is. All I'm saying is
give him more.
Hey, John Walker.
Yeah.
He's hosting round 2.
Yeah,
of the
awesome.
NCAA playoffs.
Nation's leading goal scorer.
Yes, and I've alerted, please, Torski and Eric Haynes, get more seats up. They got to get more seats up. There should be 5,000 there easily for this game.
Who's Torski and Eric Haynes?
Who is that? They work in facilities.
Facilities management.
Yes, facilities.
He's almost been in Nebraska for 30 years.
Yeah,
John,
that's incredible.
John
Walker.
Yeah, coaching at his finest.
30,
a year 30. Thank you, Coach Walker.
In the NCAA tournament,
great person.
Beat South Dakota State round 1. On to round 2,
Big Ten champs.
Tennessee is up next.
Big Ten champs.
That's right. Big Ten champs.
What about Raph? Are we going to talk more about the Broncos?
Yeah, Raph, give us your take last night. What was your response the moment the Broncos won the game? How'd you react?
Well,
take us back to real time.
For a good couple of minutes, it was special teams have cost us this game. We can't make an extra point. We can't hold on the extra point. Nothing was really
dropping of the extra point was incredible.
Oh yeah, I mean, right in his hands.
Just fumbled it.
So I'm like, we're going to lose by special teams. I'm like, oh man, where have I seen this before? No, we're going to lose. But then, thankfully, because like Bill said, they did that. You call it the bazooka. So they're running out there. So those referees, if they made that count as quick as they did, because
that's what was amazing about
everything was just kind
everything was going. And there was no timeout. So it was a great job I thought it was incredible coaching. First of all, it's teach film. So the first half, when they kicked the bazooka field goal, the hurricane for them, whatever the name you want to call it, I text all my buddies that are special teams people. I said, I go, hey, I don't know if you guys, because they're probably working on Monday night. They're not watching Monday Night Football. I go, hey, you want to watch this? This is teach film of how to do it. And then at the end of the game, they could have kicked it with 24 seconds
on third
and
down.
just said third down, we're just going to kick it. Now they would have gotten then that play would take 5 seconds. They would have had to kick off. So they had a chance yet to make a play with no timeout. Instead, they say, "Hey, we're going to run bazooka again." So they took the ball, and here's what they did was so at Wisconsin we lose a game because the quarterback doesn't execute exactly what they did. And in the game, what happened is they're at Arizona State. We're going to center the ball. They do the exact same thing, and we still had we could still spike it. We had a down left.
Yep.
He went over, and the thing is, when you take a knee, boom, you come back up and you hand the ball to the official. Don't even flip it to him.
Yep.
What's that? He took a knee, boom, and set the ball down on the ground, and then it got kicked. It got kicked by a defender. Now they should have stopped the clock. Arizona State, we again talk about officiating. We got ripped off bad. But again, it goes if he just hands the ball to the official. So same thing. Russell Wilson does the same thing. Also on the one before halftime, which doesn't happen in college ball. If you watch when they run in, they have the wings are in eligible numbers and they have to declare themselves eligible. So if you watch them, they're running in, clock's running, they look to the official, boom, an eligible number. Acknowledge it. I'm like, this is even another level to what, and they did it twice, and they missed the kick on the one at the end, but the execution was great. There wasn't like
well coached,
because if it got screwed up,
it's
and they'd be like, dude, kick it on third down.
Yep.
But they didn't. They executed the whole
ballsy,
big.
That's respect for Josh Allen's arm there too. I mean, he's the one guy he can get it down the field in a hurry.
Good point, Raph.
Big,
Good point.
massive win. Broncos 3 straight wins. 4-5. They play the Vikings this week. Is that you said?
Vikings at Empower Field.
Okay, watch out for the Broncos. They're getting hot. Raph never quit them. He kind of came in with his head.
You guys
down.
all wanted to fire Vance Joseph. I didn't.
Well,
true. Everyone wanted to fire.
I did. I wanted him out.
Everybody wanted to fire him. They all wanted to fire him. Everybody was fired. I'm like, hey. He gave up the Hey.
I wanted him out.
Let's calm it down. Interesting.
If I had $1 for every coordinator I wanted fired over my career,
I'd have a lot of dollars.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That's it for us. The Drive with Raph and AD is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. See you.
I tell you what, the implosion.
Leaves are falling and the temperatures are cooling down. But don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Leagues are underway with winter